Oh, that's. Are we in? I think we're in. Look at that. That's the start of an episode right there.
Hey,
Welcome, Varietizers. It's Lake
we're
City
still going with
Variety.
that name.
I mean, I'm never gonna stop.
Okay,
Uh,
you should though.
you think we should?
I've heard from many sources that they don't like that name.
Who? Who's your source?
I can't disclose that at this moment.
I bet it was only one person.
No. I can't disclose the amount of people who
I
are
bet it's
upset with
only
that name
you.
or who that person is.
Well,
I
then,
mean,
what else are we
those
calling them?
person or people
What are we calling them? If we're going back to the drawing board,
are. I don't know, probably some stupid like
and Varietizers isn't stupid
losers.
enough. You want to call them losers?
Yeah.
I feel like that is gonna have the opposite effect
Okay.
that we want it to.
Okay.
What if we call them the biggest losers?
I think that's already taken.
Dang it.
If you're familiar with, you know,
What am I familiar with?
you're familiar with, you know.
I'm actually not. What
No, you know.
I
You're familiar.
don't. I
I
don't.
can't say the name out of fear of being sued again, but you know,
Frankie had that talk with you too?
Frankie. Yeah, our
Yeah.
lawyer, Frankie Muniz.
Yeah.
We can still go. We're still going with that, I guess. It's been a long time since I've been on the podcast. I don't know what our jokes are anymore.
I
Or
don't know
even
either.
if we had any jokes to start with.
I don't think we are funny, but
Yeah, you got that right.
well, welcome, biggest losers, to the show.
Mhm.
We don't have Paul this week.
We shouldn't call them the biggest losers.
Well, what else are we gonna call
It's
them?
something to do with our name.
Lakers,
Taken.
like the Los Angeles
That's
Lakers.
taken.
What about like big city goers?
That doesn't even make any sense.
What
if we just
about
call them varietizers?
we could call is that taken?
No.
We should do it.
Okay.
We should call them varietizers.
That's my idea.
What about
I get verbal copyright on that.
Okay, it's trademark Eliot. I almost said your last name.
Thank you. Thank you for not.
I can barely set up a podcast
Okay.
without Paul, let alone
Yeah.
edit a podcast without Paul. So
That's why we're just gonna take all this stuff back to Paul tonight.
more or less.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are we supposed to do?
I don't know. He's the one who wanted the podcast.
I mean, but while we're taking it back to Paul, we're gonna go to Quick Trip, right? I mean, we're gonna go home.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
We're going home.
We're going home.
Always going home.
Well, anyways, it's been a long time. Elliot, this is my second week back to regular content after D&D.
Yeah.
This is your first week back
First
to
week
regular
back.
content.
After missing like 3 weeks, I think.
After missing 3 weeks.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Honestly, with my hands, like all the time, just feeling stuff.
Me too.
You know, I'm feeling this table in front of me. Feels very woody.
Do you ever?
When I reach out and touch the stove, it feels hot.
Yeah.
But I still want to touch it anyways, just because. Do you know that like the color orange that metal turns when it's really hot?
Yeah,
I
like
just
glowing
wanna
orange.
touch it. Yeah.
I kind of want to eat it.
You want to eat it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just always really scared.
You don't have to be.
I don't have to.
Did you know that you can eat that?
Elliot?
What? No, go ahead.
It's just I've been waiting my whole life to be told that I could.
Yeah, you can. Levi. Don't let anyone tell you what to do ever.
Do we want to go into the kitchen right now?
I don't think our cords are long enough for that.
Oh,
so I don't
you're
think
probably
that-
right. We'll
You're
do
gonna
it
have
later.
to do that when I'm not here, and I'll need to establish an alibi first.
Okay. But I mean, you're totally helping me, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I can appreciate that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could finally be that person for you, Levi.
I've never been supported in this way before.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I wanted to ask you, do you ever feel with your shins too? Not just your hands?
No, actually, I never feel with my shins. Not since the incident.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Have they heard the incident before?
I don't. Probably
Okay.
me getting sliced open with an ice skate. They've probably heard it. I share that story. That's one of my better stories.
It is one of your better stories.
You can probably click back to episode like 7 or something and hear about it.
Yeah. And we're on episode 77 right now.
77?
That was. We're not on episode 77.
Oh, okay.
I was making a joke.
What episode are we on then? Paul always starts out with
I don't
saying the
know.
episode.
Welcome to our mid roll. I mean, I'm on my computer, so I'm just gonna pull up Foxfire really quick because I don't use Google Chrome or Edge, Microsoft Edge, because
Now,
what?
elaborate upon that. Why don't you use either of those?
Either of
And
those?
why is it that
Um,
it's out of fear of the Mormon Church?
it is out of fear of the Mormon Church,
Yeah,
actually.
that's what I thought.
I do most things out of fear that I'll become a part of the church.
Yeah, of the Latter-day Saints.
Of the Latter-day Saints. Like I'm gonna marry one woman because if I married more, I'd be part of the church. You know?
Exactly.
Um,
What is a Latter-day Saint?
well, if you can imagine,
And why do the Mormons have an entire day dedicated to ladders?
that's also a good question.
What do they need to climb, honestly?
Well, they need to climb to eternity.
Oh, there's a lot of mountains in Utah, I guess.
Because if you do enough good deeds,
Okay.
their God, and I'm saying it like that for a reason, will make them gods, and then they'll rule their own
Ooh.
planet.
Interesting.
Yes.
That's quite amazing.
What I wanted to do was search how
So
many
they'll probably need a
episodes.
ladder to build a planet.
Can I? Yeah, they need the ladder to build the planet.
That makes sense.
Can I just look at regular Spotify, please? I literally just want to see what episode we're on.
Okay. If you Google, not Google, because you don't use Google out of fear of the Mormon.
Yeah. Did you actually want me to seriously answer that question or not?
If you Firefox, I don't think that you can use Firefox as a verb. If you look up Church of the Latter-day Saints, what comes up?
Church of the. Hold on, we'll get there. All right, so we're gonna Foxfire.
Foxfire.
We're gonna Foxfire. Ladder.
Yep.
Day. Saints. Boom. We looked it up.
Okay.
Well,
it's bringing up.
That one's an ad for the Church of Jesus Christ.org.
It's showing results for Latter-day Saints. You need to search
Ladder.
instead.
Okay.
Honestly, I think the Mormons have infiltrated. Oh, this is Google anyways.
Yeah, this is Google anyways. But I mean, I don't use Google Chrome because they track my information. But I use regular Google because all of their search engines suck.
Go to images.
You want me to go to images?
Yeah.
You don't want me to click on the ad of the Church of Jesus Christ.org?
Nope.
But it says, I like Jesus.
Nope, that's the Latter-day Saints. That's not.
Oh, okay.
That's not what we're looking for.
We're looking for the Latter-day Saints?
Yeah, the Latter.
What about the Other Day Saints? Look at this. Okay, so there's
I think that's just a poor translation.
I think that is a poor translation too.
1 to 41? What does that mean?
Christ's ladder is strong enough to hold all mankind. Who the heck is this guy? Nanette O'Neill. So for those of you who can't see, Ellie and I are looking at my
all of you.
Yeah, at my browser, and we're looking at pictures of Latter-day Saints. So you can go on there right now.
I'm honestly quite disappointed in the results.
I know. It's like there's a boomerbrief.com article about a boomer on a ladder. It's like, what the heck? There's a Latter-day Saints. Okay, this is spicy. It's like it's a picture of a church.
Latter-day.
It says Latter-day on it. Yeah. There's a bunch of saints with
like an airplane over
ladders almost. Yeah.
Above.
Well, or they're flying with their ladders, one of the two.
Oh, no, I think that is what's going on.
Because ladders are magical.
Okay.
Did you know that?
I didn't.
The 6 levels of testimony. Okay, that's Mormon. Latter-day Saints artistic images. This one's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Don't look at that. That's a lot of exposed buttocks.
What?
Do you want me to show you this?
No, I don't want to see it.
It's literally.
Why is it coming up though?
It's like when you and you shouldn't do this, but like
of course.
like posing or like nude modeling. Like that's what the picture was.
Mm.
Latter Day Saints. It was an artistic image from Pinterest of basically a man showing his butt on a ladder, and
Man.
I mean it.
So
It
how
was
do I become a
something.
member of this church, Levi? Levi,
uh,
how do I become a member of this church?
you
Please
need
inform me.
you need a ladder,
Okay, I can do that.
and you need to be naked on the ladder,
Yeah,
and you need to have someone take a black and white picture of you.
fantastic.
That's all you need.
That's how you become a Latter
I
Day
mean,
Saint.
you need a cool pose too.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
you're judged by,
Right.
like we're judged by our poses. You know. Um, can I not? Can I not log into Spotify? I just want to know what episode we're on, man.
Yeah, I don't know, Chief.
Continue to app, please.
It's probably like 30. No, we're past 30.
We're definitely past
We're like at
30.
40 at some point, aren't we?
You think so?
No.
Lake,
52 months in a
city,
year. We started in July, last July.
variety. There we go. It's a podcast.
6 plus almost 3 months.
35.
35.
Episode 35. Our last one was, last episode was called Playing Zelda Will Help Us in the War.
I guess
So I
so.
suppose it's been a week since,
Yeah. Was there even a war when you guys recorded that one, or was it just talks of the war?
no, we were like 2 days into the war
Amazing.
at that point.
Great job, Ukraine, by the way.
I
Keep
know,
it up.
Ukraine doing good stuff. And I will not die in the war because they'll just make me an engineer, but
Or a chaplain.
or a chaplain, one too,
Or a chaplain.
or an engineer chaplain, chaplain.
Chaplain.
I will build up your faith.
Yeah.
I will faith up your build.
No.
I will make you a really strong building, road bridge, tank, machine gun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. The U.S. Army definitely needs that.
Well, that was a nice tangent. Where are we going?
I don't know. I was gonna transition into why are we talking about the Church of the Latter-day Saints, Levi?
Why we are is
Tell me about what's
because
coming up, homie.
I'm in 2 days after recording this. This will be probably 5 days after you listen to this. I'll be in the middle of Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. There's also another town that we're actually staying in. We're gonna be doing a mission trip over there,
Yeah.
and so we're gonna spend a lot of time with the church because they don't like to be called Mormons apparently.
It's just the church.
Yeah.
Church.
They will ask you um, if you're a member of the church, and you'd say what church because you are a member of a church, and then they'd be like, well, of the Latter Day Saints. Then you go from there. But
Interesting.
we'll be in Salt Lake. We'll be having lots of conversations with Mormons.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be praying a lot on the campuses. This doesn't happen for outsiders of the church, but someone on our trip organized a tour of the temple. So have packed my business casual clothing to go into the temple
to infiltrate.
to infiltrate.
I think is the right word that you're looking to use.
Yeah. I'm
Are
gonna
you infiltrating under false pretenses, or how did you guys get this tour of the church?
So I don't quite
the temple.
I mean, understand how we got the tour of the church.
Yeah.
Is the temple. Except for there's a really famous guy who runs a ministry that's kind of a go-between of people kind of leaving the Mormon church and going into the greater Christian movement or the actual Christian movement. And so this guy runs this ministry, and he just has really good relationships with people like higher ups in the Mormon church, or the Latter-day Saints. And so he just asked for us to get a tour, and I think they said yes.
That's pretty sick.
So it's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. And I am. We will be of a very small variety of people who actually go into that building, who are not Mormons.
Yeah, that's insane. That's wild. So what is the temple, and how big is it? What does it look like?
So,
when was it built?
I don't know when it was built, and I don't actually know how big it is. I suppose I'll see it when I get there. But the Mormon Church is organized somewhat similarly to like the first century church in the sense that, and when I say that, the like um, Jesus movement spread out of Jerusalem after he died and was kind of headed up by the 12 apostles and didn't necessarily have a building, but they were practicing Jews, so like they had in that time period the Second Temple period. It's like their life revolved around temple or synagogue, and so the Mormon Church is actually pretty similar, and so are like regular Christian
Mm-hmm.
movements, I suppose too. Like the Catholic Church, you could say, has some form of temple
Yeah.
in the Vatican City,
Yeah, for sure.
but they literally call it the
A
temple.
cathedral. Oh,
The
no, the
Mormons
Mormons
do,
call it.
and the Mormons literally call their head elders apostles.
Whoa,
Yes,
that's fun.
and there's I think a president of the movement as well, who's elected like the oldest. Like when you and I don't know if I quite understand this, but I did light reading before. Because there's some really ridiculous stuff about the Mormon Church, and that's just I think a statement I can just make plainly. You can
Mm-hmm.
just go and read about some of their history, much like I suppose. Anyways, um, but I think if the standing president dies, the oldest serving member of the apostles becomes the president. And I don't quite know how people become apostles, but it
Interesting.
just seems very a very interesting way of doing governance.
So here's the thing.
Yeah. What's the thing?
You already know how to become the Pope.
Yep.
You are on your way to visit the temple, and you could investigate
That's true.
ways of becoming El Presidente de los Mormados.
Yep. I think that wasn't offensive.
Excellent.
Are you saying that I should just become the leader of every church movement?
How do you consolidate the power? Is what I'm saying.
You just do it.
Just do it.
You just do it.
Yeah. As the Pope, I elect myself the president of the Church of the Latter Day Saints.
I was thinking of at the same time launching a political career.
Yeah.
And as they elect to be president of the world, I'll
Yep.
also be simultaneously elected president of every faith and religion in the world.
Okay.
Um, and then I'll say, you know, something, something, something. The Jedi scarred me. Something, something.
Yep.
We're reconsolidating in the First Galactic Empire,
Yep.
or something, something. And then, you know, like the people who don't like my reign will probably say, like, this is how liberty dies with thunderous applause.
And then they will be purged.
Yeah, and they'll just be purged.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
That's the short term plan.
Yeah. Short term plan. Yeah, no, that's good. Like a 5-year goal for you?
Well, I was thinking more of like a 17-month goal.
17. Oh, okay. That's you were fast. Sir. I'm impressed.
Yeah. So if you want to be number 2.
Number 2?
Yeah.
That would make me your enforcer?
Well, you kind of need to have all your limbs chopped off and to be horribly scarred and turned into a robot. But more or less.
Okay.
Do you accept?
Would I be able to, per se, win a battle against someone who, per se, has superior positioning to me? You know, per se, like maybe they have the high ground. In per se.
Yeah.
I could win a battle against someone
with the high ground.
Who has the high ground, per se?
Yeah, who have the high ground, per se. I could also save the ones you love.
No. I don't care about that.
You just want to.
No.
You just want to not lose.
Yeah.
Someone with the high ground.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess that would be considered like an unnatural power, but
it usually
I would
is. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Oh, I'll help you out.
Okay. Awesome. Sick. Totally.
And if you want a third arm, I can help you out with that too.
A third arm?
Yeah. It can either come out of your back or your forehead or like the middle of the chest. It could be like tucked underneath your left arm.
I feel like a third arm would just be inconvenient. 2 arms, solid. You're balanced. 3 arms,
just
you're unbalanced. or you've just got like a weirdly placed arm.
Well, what about forearms?
Forearms, you're balanced again.
You think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, as long as it's symmetrical.
What about like what about four legs?
4 legs,
Yeah. What about four eyes?
4 eyes,
What about four fingers?
4 fingies. I don't know. I guess I haven't thought of that before. I don't have an answer for you. I don't know what you're looking for in this situation. I've
Well,
become emotionally distraught
I'm
due
only
to this
looking
question.
for a number 2 for my new empire.
Oh, okay.
Your new empire.
Did you just jump to a different series? I don't know what that quote's from.
That quote's definitely from
Star Wars?
Star Wars Episode 3. Yeah.
Who says it?
I mean, Obi-Wan's the one that's like, "Your new empire."
Okay,
Something like that.
sure.
It's like when they start to like where they do the drama part before they fight. You know, the part where you only remember Padme gets choked.
Yep.
That's the only part you remember
Honestly,
of that
haven't seen
scene.
that movie in a while.
Dude, you need to watch it.
Yeah.
Actually, you need to watch the edit of it.
Yeah. Paul's supercut.
Yeah. It's on the flash drive upstairs that I need to return to Paul.
Nice.
Yeah. I can get you that. Or I could upload to YouTube and then anonymously share the link with people.
Okay. Well, what else is going on? You ask me some questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're asking what else I have going on right now?
Or you ask me some questions.
What do you have going on, Elliot?
What do I have going on?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
jeez.
new? What's you haven't been on the show for 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
What do people need to know about the last
Do
3
they know I'm
weeks?
engaged?
I don't know if they do.
Yeah, well, I'm engaged. To be married.
To be married.
Yeah. No, it's pretty awesome. I'm so excited about it. I just get this little smile every single time I think about it.
What was your day like?
My day,
Your engagement day.
my engagement day?
How did you do it?
Yeah, great question. Okay, so basically, um, there's a whole lot that goes into this, honestly. Um, so my then girlfriend, Ruthie, who has been on the podcast, now fiance, Ruthie, still Ruthie actually,
Who hasn't been on the podcast since she's
since she's been engaged to me, yeah,
been engaged, but regardless. Oh, he lost himself. He's back.
had the burp.
He lost himself. He's back.
I don't have one of those little ice cream cone guys over my mic, so I need to
He
step
burps
away
out of
and
the
take
mic.
a breath. Yeah. But basically, Ruthie had COVID like during the middle of January,
Same,
and she was
honestly.
stuck in quarantine, and she was just super bored and not happy about it, which makes sense because she's kind of a social butterfly and needs to butterfly around and do stuff. Um, or at least she likes to do that. But she was stuck in quarantine. She was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Ah, please make plans for us so I have something to look forward to once I get out of quarantine." So I was like, "Okay, I'm going to try to make a plan." And I made
Yeah.
a plan of like doing a North Shore day where we like go up to Grand Marais and uh, get uh, like coffee or lunch or something, and we come
Mm-hmm.
back. And on the way back, we stop at like this rock beach and like pick up some rocks, and then we'll paint rocks when we get back to Lake City.
Okay. Okay.
Um, so just a cute little idea.
Just a nice
Driving
afternoon, honestly.
around the beautiful scenery and everything like that, and so boom, that idea is out there.
Yeah.
It's established.
It's seated.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
She gets out of quarantine. We're entirely swamped with things that we need to do, and we're unable to do those things. So I was like, ooh, dang, that kind of sucks because I was actually going to propose to her
So that got
on that
postponed.
date. Yeah, on
That date. Okay.
that like that big trip up the lake, up the North Shore. That was going to be the proposal. Um, but we never got to it. So cut forward like almost entirely a month, and I'm like, wow, I'm just really tired of not being engaged to this woman.
Yeah.
And
He burped again.
yep. And um, I don't know. It all came together like pretty quick, but I was like, she's coming into Lake City
Yeah.
this Sunday, and
Mhm.
I know that we have like probably like 2 hours of free time. So, um,
Very small window.
yeah,
Very
pretty
tiny
small
window.
window, but enough to get engaged during, actually,
Of
believe it or
course.
not.
Of course.
So I'm trying to figure out a way to propose to this girl. So like, what should I do? There's only like two places to propose to in Lake City, and that's um, the the park with the tower. Up,
Yep. Parkwood
you know
Tower.
that one.
I know.
And
I know
then
Parkwood
there's
Tower.
the beach down at the end of town, just before the big highway guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, everyone's getting proposed at Parkwood Tower. Let me do something different and go to
Go to beach.
beach. Yeah,
Yeah.
a big,
Okay.
nice big rock beach. And then I had the excuse of like, well, let's do our rock painting date anyways and go out and paint some rocks.
Yeah.
But
So
we
you're
got to
gonna
go get them
go.
first.
I'm gonna pick out some rocks. Gonna paint them. Except it's a lie.
Little did she know, she'd be getting a lot more than rocks from the shore of the lake.
Should get rocks from.
She'd be getting big bling rock. Yeah,
I don't know if I've seen the ring yet.
you have it.
I don't know if I've. I don't know if I've asked to see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't wear it around, so
Hey, Elliot, can I see your hand? I bet you're wearing it.
no, it's okay. You don't have to. I'm not wearing it.
Okay.
I don't wear.
Okay.
I don't wear women's rings during the day.
He has 4 on right now.
No. Yeah, now you're just lying.
For those
Okay,
for those of you
so
who can't see Elliot's hand, he has 4.
so like I get into contact with Ruthie's best friend. Uh, well, really, she got into contact with me first. Um, and she was like, you know who it is? Ruthie's best friend
What, with an M?
with a C and an L.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I made it. I made it.
So
I didn't. I
CL.
also didn't realize you were waiting for a response from me.
Oh,
So
okay. I thought I
I
didn't
was
know.
like, I was just intently listening,
Yes.
just like our audiences. Thank you,
So
audience.
CL messaged me multiple times,
Or
like within.
CW.
I think I like CL better.
You like CL then?
Yeah, CL messaged me multiple times within like a couple of weeks. Like, so when are we doing this? Is it like, when are we going to
Yeah.
propose to Ruthie? Because she, of course, was
I mean,
going
she's
to be a
also getting
part of
married.
that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she, of course, was going to be a part of
I mean,
that.
of course she is.
So I set the plan into motion. I'm like, CL, I need your help. We're going to go down to the beach and I'm going to propose to Ruthie, but it's February in Lake City, which means that it's going to be freezing,
Dirt cold. Yep.
freezing,
Weather that
regardless of
kills
where we are.
cars. Am I
And
right?
especially, yeah, especially down on the beach. So I knew that there was like this little fire shelter down there where it's like a half ring of stone masonry
Mm-hmm.
that has like this little um, fire pit, and it's got its back to the water, so it's out of the wind, and
Mm-hmm.
it's nice and it's warmer when you
Yeah,
have a fire
it's not
going.
like absolutely
Yeah,
frigid.
so I go, CL, please, could you be down there and have a fire going? And we'll do double surprise. First surprise is um, lunch date with her best friend
Yeah,
and her best friend's fiance. And then second surprise is boom, engagement, the
which
proposal.
works out well because best friend's fiance also takes pictures,
Yeah, photographer. And will be our wedding photographer.
which is great. That's
Thanks.
good.
Um,
Shout
but
out to
that
unofficial
guy.
sponsor. Boop.
um,
But reach out to us if you want photographs taken
yeah.
because we know a guy.
Where was I at? But yeah,
Surprise lunch
okay.
date.
So we set up the double date. I set up the double date with them. I make sure that they
Keep repeating.
are like going to be down there and have
Yeah.
the fire in their
Okay.
camera and everything like that. And I go down a couple of days early,
Okay.
and I grab some rocks.
Okay.
I
You
grab
have
some
rocks.
off the beach. I go up to Hobby Lobby. I grab some paint that will work with rocks,
Okay.
and I paint the rock. I paint a rock.
You've already painted a rock.
I painted a rock.
Okay.
Because that was going to be what I surprised you with. I really had to think about what I wanted to put onto the rock, because if you just put "Will you marry me?" it looks like the rock is asking to marry her, and that's not what I want.
But what you want to do
I
is
want to marry her. I don't want Dwayne the Rock Johnson to marry my girlfriend.
I mean, I'd kind of want.
Yeah, honestly, pretty solid. That'd be awesome. That means I could be like within one personal relationship to Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, and like, never mind. That thought's gonna go nowhere good. So we're just gonna drop that thought.
So yeah, I didn't want the Rock to ask Ruthie to marry for her to marry it.
So what did you write on the rock?
So I ended up writing something a little special. Okay, so I have to now explain what the idea or the concept of a travel buddy is, and that's something that Ruthie has shared with me our entire relationship. So
Our travel buddies.
A travel buddy. Yeah.
Okay.
So a travel buddy is like a random, like little piece of anything that like gets stuck to like your pants or your shoe or your shirt or anywhere on your person or anywhere on your car.
So kind of like
And it's just a useless piece of garbage.
Oh, it's just garbage. Okay.
Oh, it can be garbage. It can
or
be
like
a
those
leaf,
burrs, those
it
stickers.
Can be a burr,
Okay.
anything like that. Anything that can possibly get stuck on you. And Ruthie and I do like a lot of outdoor stuff, like a fair amount of outdoor stuff where we go like hiking and stuff. And I would always brush stuff off me because I don't like having stuff on me. Ruthie also has a tendency to pick up trash and then give it to me, and then use my fondness for her to guilt me into holding on to random trash.
Okay.
When I could just throw it away, I guess it's just like a power move.
So
to show
she's
that
just
she
asserting
has control over me.
Some form of dominance over you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sure.
I believe that's all that it is. Where she's like, no, don't throw that away. That's your travel buddy. You love him. You'll keep him. I gave him to you.
Yeah, okay.
It's your travel buddy. Don't throw him away. I gave him to you. So she'll do that a lot.
Okay. And then you throw it away? Or do you keep it?
I usually throw it away.
Okay.
Almost 100% of the time I throw it away.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's what a travel buddy is.
Okay.
So on the rock that I've taken from the beach that I'm going to be proposing to her at in a couple of days.
Yep.
I painted navy blue, which is one of our wedding colors.
Okay.
And then in the letterings, I do like a lighter kind of green, which is also another one of our wedding colors.
Sure.
I write, everybody needs no, I don't write that. I said I write, everyone needs a travel buddy.
Okay. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, everyone needs a travel buddy.
Okay.
Okay, so I got my rock. It's all painted. Yep. I've got CL and her fiance down at the beach. They're starting to fight.
Okay.
She comes into town. We go to church. I've got my A game on. Like, she has no idea what's coming. Well, she does know it's coming because we've already been planning our wedding for like 3 months at this point.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know what's about to happen. Yeah. So she comes into town and like we go to church, and then we go and like we pick out the suit that I'm going to be wearing.
Yep. Okay.
And then we go get some classic doba.
Of course. That is the best burrito known to man.
So we get some doba. We drive down to the beach under the guise, of course, that we're going to pick up some rocks and
you're going to paint them.
Yeah, like just take them back to my car, and then we'll drive to my house and paint them.
Mm-hmm.
She's already pretty suspicious because I ordered 4 things at Doba instead of 2 things.
Okay.
But
so she's thinking you're probably meeting somebody down there. / somewhere.
I think she thought that we were meeting someone down there. I think she thought that we probably were going to be meeting someone later on.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know where, but
yeah,
she really didn't want to get out of the car. So like I grabbed everything that I need, and I grabbed
Yeah.
the dopest stuff that I grab. Um, I don't know other things I think,
Yeah. Okay.
but like the ring, I don't have yet. It's sitting in a compartment in my car, and I can't grab it out in front of her.
Well,
So
yeah, you can't.
so I'm like, okay, well, I need to forget something in the car so I have an excuse to come back
Mm-hmm.
um, to grab that and then also grab the ring as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty sneaky.
Okay.
I
A little
might
bit of the
be a
same.
good spy eventually if um, the U.S. government ever wants to recruit me to spy on someone or some place or some country.
I know you've been spying on me for 18 months.
I can neither confirm or deny that. Anyway,
I know.
I leave a blanket behind, and like we're walking, and we get all the way to this fire shelter, and she's currently like very sensitive to light. It was kind of like a sunny day out, and
Okay.
there was like some fresh snow, so it was like just really bright. And she goes, I'm gonna close my eyes. You have to be my guide dog." And then she just closed her eyes. Occasionally she does that.
Okay.
So like this was right before the fire shelter.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna have to go off road." And she goes, "Nope," and like refuses to follow me.
She has her eyes closed. How can she stay up?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm supposed to be her guide dog. She has to follow me.
Exactly.
Um, but after enough like pulling and pleading and convincing, I get her to step into the snow. We start walking towards the fire shelter, and then inside is CL and her fiance. Boom! First surprise.
First surprise.
CL's fiance, no, Ruthie's fiance.
Yeah.
Ruthie did not have a
Well,
fiance at this point.
Yeah. And if she did, my gosh, do you guys have
Awkward.
something to talk about?
Awkward. Yikes.
Oop.
Yeah.
Well, okay. First surprise.
Yep.
With fire?
With the fire. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going. It's roaring. Still freezing.
Yeah. Well,
I failed big time. Ruthie was really chilly. I did what I could. I also had
Yeah.
brought like a heater pack. But yeah, this is when I give the excuse like, "Oh no, I forgot the blanket. Let me go back." And then I all the way back.
you do it in
grab
the
blanket, grab
car.
ring, and then all the way back. And then we sit down, we eat our doba, we have fun, we joke around. It's a good
Yeah.
time.
Very good time.
And then we finish our food, and I'm like, "Well, I think it's probably about time to go grab those rocks, and then we can head out."
Yeah.
And
Okay.
she goes, "Okay." And so we march around and we get down onto the beach, and planted by CL
Mm-hmm.
is the rock that I painted.
Okay.
Everyone needs a travel buddy. It's a little bit farther down the shore, so
Yeah.
we're like kicking around. Ruthie is really invested in trying to find a good rock to paint at this point.
Okay.
And
Okay.
So
she's looking really hard.
Yeah, like I said, there's a fresh snow, and most of the rocks are all under snow right now. So she's like digging and digging and digging and trying to find rocks. And I'm like, I think there's probably some more farther down the shore that way, because I can see where the rock is planted.
Yep.
It's quite obvious. Big blue rock sitting in the white snow.
Mm-hmm.
She was just invested in other things at the time.
Okay. Yeah.
So I keep
And she's
like,
freezing cold. And
nudging her and nudging her and nudging her farther down the beach. And she like finds it. She goes, what's this? And she picks it up and she goes, what is this? And I go, I don't know. Read it, maybe.
Okay.
Everyone needs a travel buddy.
Yeah.
And then here's my line. I'm just really glad you're always gonna be mine. And I start to reach into my jacket. She goes, ah! She hugs me. And I'm like, and we just kind of like, I don't stand close to each other. And we hug each other at that point.
Yeah.
And then, like a scoundrel, she goes, are you going to ask me something? I was. Then you interrupted me with this anaconda vice grip hold over my entire body.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it was. I didn't actually say that. It was really cute. I was like, are you going to let me kneel? And she goes, yeah. So she like lets go.
Yeah.
I pull out the ring. I ask her to marry me.
Yeah.
And then she says no. She grabs the box and she chucks it into the lake, and she laughs maniacally.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's tough. But, I'm sure that was an oddly unsatisfying ending to that entire story.
It's terribly
How much time did I
unsatisfying.
take up with that?
At least 10 minutes.
Jeez.
Well,
Wow.
audience, you just heard someone get absolutely horribly turned down.
Yeah, I haven't recovered from it since.
Elliot has been crying on my couch for 4 weeks.
Yep, that's a whole month.
Yeah, and that's
That's
why
exactly how long the month of February is.
he.
Spoiler alert.
Actually, and this is a side note.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part about February is that if there's a Friday the 13th in February, there's a Friday the 13th in March too.
Oh, amazing.
I
Double
know.
Friday the 13th.
It's a double whammy.
Double spooky day.
I'm a large fan of the double whammy. Well, how do you feel? You're Mr. Engaged.
I am Mr. Engaged.
Actually, I have if you want to finish your how it feels thought, I have a story to tell
You
as
have a
well.
story?
Yeah, I have a story to
Fantastic.
tell.
I don't know. We're both super excited, but there's so much work that has to be done. Just between both of us working, just kind of crazy hours and really demanding, tiring jobs and premarital counseling and
Who's doing your counseling?
um, the pastor of the church that I grew up at.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
Very
and he'll
cool.
be doing our wedding as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like everything with the wedding planning and all of that. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's exhausting.
Yep.
I feel like I haven't had a good day to just sit and vegetate in a while.
No.
But honestly, that also feels kind of good because as much as I love like just a good sit and vegetate day,
Mm-hmm.
I also feel super bad about it. Like at the end of the day, like, oh my gosh, I've wasted my entire day and I haven't done anything with my life ever.
And now you just never have those days.
Yeah.
You just do stuff every day.
I don't know which one is more sad, honestly.
Well, I think we need both, Elliot.
Yeah.
It's just hard to feel good about both.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, that's what it's like to be engaged.
Nice.
Also, we love each other very much. All that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
So what about you? What's your story?
So my story. And I don't know if there's it's not going to be as long at all.
We've already done 45 minutes.
42.
43
well,
minutes.
43. Actually, that's 69 minutes.
Nice.
Nice. It was probably sometime this past weekend. And I forget what I was doing this. Oh, I went out of town this past weekend. It was men's retreat.
I remember.
Right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And I was asked by some inconspicuous, one of my friends, that he wants to go out and get Pizza Ranch. And so I'm like, okay, I don't know when it'll work, but because my friend
Yeah.
who
You went
definitely
to a
isn't sitting in the
Pizza
same room
Ranch
as me.
with a different guy other than me?
No, it was you.
It was me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Sorry, that probably wasn't very inconspicuous.
No. I mean, like I also blew the bag. But
You also pronounced it inconspicuous, and I thought I wasn't going to bring it up, but it did bother me enough that I now have to bring it up.
well, I want to let you know that I'm really bad at grammar, and I am 100% okay with it, and you can suck it.
Okay.
So I got asked to go to Pizza Ranch,
Oh, okay.
and I'm like, okay, so this is kind of fun. I get to go to Pizza Ranch with Elliot,
Yo.
and I was also like,
Shout out to Pizza Ranch.
well, yesterday we had a party about his wedding, and I haven't done anything with Elliot for like 4 months. I wonder if there's anything more to this Pizza Ranch adventure that he's letting on.
Did he engage? Did he propose to you?
He also proposed to me. He got down on
Oh,
one knee. And he said,
amazing.
Levi, I want you to be My side person.
My side person.
My side husband. I don't know.
Yeah, I
How
think
that's
I think
your
that's what I
second
said.
husband.
Yep,
Oh,
no,
your
that's
first,
exactly
your
what I
only
said.
husband.
Yeah, I guess your second, my second husband.
Who would the other one have been?
I don't know.
No, you asked me to be a groom. Well, the groomsman,
The groom's person.
the groomsperson.
It's a gender neutral wedding.
I have no comment after
I'm
that.
wearing the dress. She's wearing the suit.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Gender neutral weddings.
You wearing the dress?
Me wearing the dress? Are you kidding me? Let's just be honest here. Between Ruthie and
You do have.
I've got the better legs.
You do have the better.
I've got the better legs.
Your
And I
legs
think
are also like twice as long as hers.
Ruthie would admit that as well. Let me text her.
If whether or not you have the better legs of the relationship.
Yeah.
Can that be one of the shoe games question? Don't I get to help make the shoe game?
We don't have that in our programming, but if you want to do that, I guess you could.
We're gonna add it, and there'll only be one question.
Okay. So here's
Who-
what I'm putting. Hey, comma. Question for the podcast.
So he's texting Ruthie right now, just so you all can understand why there's interspersed talking and speaking. While Eliot's texting this question, this is our late mid-roll ad. We are not sponsored. Gosh, what are we not sponsored by? 3D printers. There's a 3D printer in this room. We're not sponsored by them, but
No.
we would love
Okay.
to be sponsored by them.
So, hey, question for the podcast.
Give us money.
Between the two of us, who has the better legs?
Also, shout out to Patreon. You actually sponsor us.
Do they?
I mean, they pay us money.
The Patreon supporters pay us money.
Yeah. Not
I think
the company.
Patreon itself pays us money.
Well, I mean, Patreon cuts the check, but the supporters. Anyways, shout out to you guys. You guys are great.
Shout out
Thank
to
you for
Patreon,
listening.
the company.
You can join Patreon at patreon.com/Lake City Variety for $1. There's 900,000 episodes.
You shouldn't.
Back to content.
Yep. So hopefully she'll be able to get back to me
Otherwise, that's
real quick.
bonus episode content. Maybe,
It would be.
which
You'd have to join the Patreon.
you'd have to join the Patreon for that. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's all happened in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or week and a half. 2 weeks, something like that.
Almost a month now.
Oh, okay. It has
Yeah,
been a month.
it was February 6th.
As I take a big gulp.
Big swig.
Big gulp. I've been nursing. This is Levi's drinks segment. I've been nursing a nice Health-Aid kombucha, pomegranate flavor. Apparently, a serving is this whole bottle, and I feel like with the shape of this bottle, I'm actually holding like a hard liquor as opposed to kombucha.
Yeah.
So this just feels weird to me.
Well, I'm pretty sure kombucha is
Fermented.
alcoholic.
It is alcoholic.
Yeah.
So this might be a really weird bonus episode. I'm
Getting tipsy off kombucha.
not getting tipsy off kombucha. You'd have to drink way too much of that stuff.
Honestly, I feel like the bacteria would start affecting you
Dude,
before anything else.
after about 3
Like the
plates of pizza
bacteria would
ranch,
start taking over. Oh, you're talking about the pizza haze?
dude, the pizza haze.
Dude, it's real.
It
Honestly,
is
I didn't believe you until I got to that like fourth plate of pizza / fried chicken.
Because you just get like you just get lightheaded.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, this is pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I can't focus on stuff and I probably shouldn't operate heavy machinery.
Honestly, Pizza Man should come with a warning.
It should.
Any pizza buffet should come with a warning.
If you sit down and consume like 3,000 calories,
Yep.
it should come with a warning.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Because we consumed at least 3,000 calories.
Since it doesn't come with a warning, though.
Yeah.
Per
we
se.
consume. What were you going to say?
if it doesn't come with a warning per se.
Yeah.
And we can prove that Pizza Ranch and or other pizza buffets know about the effects of their products
Yeah.
and doesn't give a warning. That makes them liable to any damages that occur while one of their customers is under the effects of the pizza haze. Therefore, we go to Pizza Ranch. We
oh
get
gosh.
pizza wasted. We crash Chris. Boom, Pizza Ranch buys you a new car.
I mean, we have to go steal Chris back.
Yep, we would.
But I mean, hey yo,
That's the way Chris wants to go, honestly.
that's the way Chris wants to go.
Chris is not a person. It's Levi's former car.
It's my former car.
Yeah.
I currently don't own a car.
Honestly,
actually just got the
am
check in the mail.
quite disappointed that Chris didn't go out with a T-bone after all that talk.
It honestly probably should have died at that light and just sat on the road.
Until
and then just got smashed in the back.
crushes it.
My gosh. That would have been the way to actually go.
Yeah. Like a semi rolling down the hill, loses control, like its brakes fails, 80 miles an hour, Chris just sitting in the intersection. You're not in it. You've already left.
Thankfully.
Yep.
I'm calling the police as we speak.
Yep. The truck. It's barreling down.
Yeah.
The road.
It's not just any kind of truck.
On the
It's
other side
actually
of
a
the
tanker.
intersection. On the other side of the intersection, it's a young mother and her baby in like one of those little push trolley things.
In
walking.
negative 10-degree weather.
Yeah. It's Duluth.
I know. I'm
Walking.
I'm painting a picture
Young
with
mother.
our audience.
Young mother pushing the baby. She sees the truck coming. She stops in terror. She goes, "Oh no!" And then, like almost out of nowhere, Chris appears in the intersection. The semi truck, whoa, smashes Chris. Chris saves the child and the mother. Becomes a national hero.
Dies.
Dies.
At least he would have been a national hero.
Yeah, we could set that up.
We need to
Let me go start cutting brake lines.
Okay.
We'll get that out of control, Chuck, at some point.
Yeah, I'll go get Chris.
Okay, sounds good.
I need help pushing it.
Pushing
Chris. Yeah.
Okay, I'm good at pushing.
Me too. Well, you're dealing with the brake lines.
Yeah, I'm already busy. You're gonna have to find someone else.
I wanted to say, because this is funny to me.
Yeah.
So when we started talking about eating too much pizza, I Googled, what does eating too much pizza do?
Of course.
And the first answer is really sad that comes up. It says, you'll increase your risk of heart disease.
As if I care.
Exactly. Because that's tomorrow's Levi's problem.
Yeah. Screw that
Not
guy.
today. Screw. Oh, no. I don't know. So, I just wanted to say something about pizza haze, but
Here's what happens to your body if you eat pizza every week.
I mean, I eat pizza every week. I eat Heggy's pizza every week. I wish we were sponsored by Heggy's.
Thanks, Heggy's.
Thank you, Heggy's. Dang it, that one's sad. You could quickly gain weight. Don't tell me that. Your diet may lack fiber. You may have an increased risk of cancer. Your mom has an increased risk of cancer.
Oh,
Got him. You may reap more benefits of lycopene.
that sounds like a good one.
Lycopene
That's
is
a positive.
phytonutrient or plant compound that tends to be higher in processed tomato products like tomato sauce compared to fresh tomatoes. Eating pizza regularly means you're taking in lycopene. I actually don't know if that's how you say that, but it's an antioxidant that may help protect our healthy tissues from damage from substances known as
awesome.
free radicals. So wait a second.
Eating pizza every week good for
Gives you cancer, but it also takes away your cancer?
takes away your chance of cancer. Yeah.
Oh, what just happened? Okay. Anyways. So I don't trust this article at all because it said both that it gives you cancer
Yeah,
and it also
honestly,
takes away your cancer.
Can't trust it.
I don't think you can. All we know is if you eat way too much pizza, you get pizza haze.
So what does the Mayo Clinic say about eating pizza every day?
Mayo Clinic. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Um, does it actually have a statement about pizza?
Somebody call the Mayo Clinic for us.
Let's
Tell them
go
if we can eat
to
pizza every day.
newsnetwork.mayoclinic.org,
Okay.
and this is a Mayo Clinic Q&A called Healthy Eating at Home and on the Go. So I don't think they'll talk about pizza at all. But what we're gonna do is Control F, and we're gonna type pizza.
Love a Control F. I remember my first time learning about Control F.
Dude, it saves our lives.
Exactly.
That's all it does. Okay, so when you must eat away from home, choose wisely. Go to restaurants that offer a wide range of menu items rather than those that focus on a few unhealthy options such as burgers and fries or pizza. Pizza's not
Okay,
unhealthy.
honestly,
Mayo, you're stupid.
Mayo is corrupt. How are you gonna say that burgers and fries or pizza is unhealthy when mayo is literally just oil
Exactly.
and eggs and
That's unhealthy.
I think it's it. What else is in mayo?
It's literally just mayo and eggs.
Just
Or
oil
it's
and
oil
eggs.
and eggs. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an
So
emulsion.
come on, mayo, come on. You think I can't see through this?
I bet someone bought you off.
Yeah.
Like the veggies. The veggies bought you off.
So basically, the Mayo Health Clinic is corrupt.
Oh.
You can trust me because I am world-renowned conspiracy theorist who has never told a lie in his entire life. Don't look that up. You should eat pizza every day, and you should buy my pizza.
I'm sorry, sir. What's your name? I haven't seen you on the show.
My name is
before at all.
You can call me
Al?
No, you can call me Joan. Joan Alexis. That's my name.
Joan Jamie Jameson?
Alexis is not a girl's name. It's my last name. Please.
Joan Alexis.
Joan Alex.
Joan Alex.
Yeah.
Joan Alex. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Yeah, there's really no problem.
So why do you think that?
So basically, the Mayo Health Clinic is turning frogs gay, and I don't like that.
Why? How are they turning the frogs gay?
They're turning the frogs gay, and basically that leaves all of the that creates an overpopulation of gay frogs, and we just don't need that.
I mean, okay.
That's just too much competition for me.
Because you want to be with all of the gay frogs?
What?
Is that like makes too much competition for you?
I'm sorry. What?
Why did you say that comment?
What did it say? Basically, we should be focusing on the Mayo Clinic and their corruption right now, and not the fact that I'm attracted to gay frogs and cannot keep up with the competition of this large amount of gay frogs being produced by the Mayo Health Clinic, which is a problem. But
if there's more gay frogs, does that mean you have more chances?
And no, you would think that, but no, because I'm not very attractive.
Well, thank you for being on the show, Alex, Mr. Alex.
My name is Jones.
Well, Jones Alex.
Yep.
Mr. Alex.
Yep.
Can I call you Mr. Alex?
No.
Can I call you Mr. Gay Frog Man?
You most definitely cannot.
Can I call you Frogger? Froggy Boy?
Yeah, that'd be acceptable.
Fricky Minaj?
Yeah, that'd
Froggy
be acceptable.
Minaj?
No, that'd be acceptable.
Fadoli?
No, you can just call me the Froggy guy.
Zamboni?
You're just saying random words now to try to get me off topic.
Well, what else?
That's an off-topic question.
What other conspiracy? What is the? I just want to know what you're cooking up next for us. You know,
I'm cooking up the truth. I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, but what if you just got you sunk your teeth into, Jones? You know, what's the newest theory? No, it's not a theory. What's the newest fact that you have for us?
You want to?
Like,
are you sure? Are you sure that you're ready to hear this?
Press. Absolutely. I think our whole audience is ready to hear this.
Oh, okay.
I've been hearing the same stuff over and over again. You know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, the war in Ukraine is basically just all about.
Okay, so basically, here, listen up. I'll tell you about this war in Ukraine.
Okay.
So, pretty much, Vladimir Putin, just a big old re-knob. And he was like, I think that the Star Wars sequel trilogy is the best trilogy of Star Wars.
The sequel.
Complete imbecile.
Like 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9, yep.
Okay.
That's what Vladimir Putin says, and everyone else laughed at him because he's a complete joke and an imbecile.
Yeah, he is.
And pretty much he just got super butthurt about that, and he was like, actually, if you look at it technologically, the 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 sequel trilogy has the best to offer, based off of the fact that, and that's what he said.
Okay, yeah.
Because he couldn't actually
He
put
could
together
complete
a
a
good reason.
sentence.
He just didn't want to admit that he thought Chewbacca looked the hottest in the sequel trilogy.
I mean, he does.
Okay, I didn't realize I was speaking with Vladimir Putin here. But then Ukraine was like, actually, the prequel trilogy is the best Star Wars trilogy.
He changed his mind.
No, that's what Ukraine said.
Oh, okay.
Yep, yeah. Ukraine was like, actually, prequel trilogy.
Yeah,
best trilogy.
I understand.
And Putin,
I'm tracking
being
now.
super butthurt, was like, I'll show these guys.
Yeah.
War.
And with that,
well, we're gonna have to kick Mr. Alex out of the studio.
Yeah, I just Frankie's on hold right now. Our management team, like, we have to get back to our management team. I don't know how Jones got in the office, but
he's got to get out of here.
He has to get out of here.
That guy's not allowed back.
Oh
You'll
my!
never take me alive, communist bastards.
Well, thanks, Ronald. You're the best security guy.
Who's our security guy?
Same as Ronald.
Ronald?
Yeah, you just took him out.
Reagan?
No. Well, I never asked him for his last name. I never asked him for his last name.
The ghost of Ronald Reagan?
I mean, he looks a lot younger than what I would think Ronald Reagan is supposed to look like.
Okay. McDonald? Which Ronald are we talking about here?
Look, just our security.
Just sign it off.
Just our
man.
security.
We gotta
Okay.
get out of here.
Hey, everybody! What an excellent episode. You do the thing. You like this stuff. You comment the video. You listen to the stuff. Give us a nice, big. I don't normally do the outros. Give us a nice big meatball. Give us. Oh, I know. You can join us on Patreon. You can find our old fake Twitter accounts. Actually, I think Paul's is banned. You can find us on YouTube. Anyways, bye.
Lake City Variety is a product of us, with our intro and outro written by Mia. You can give her a follow on Instagram at Mia_art_1391. Thank you for listening to the show. We'll be back next week.
Just three guys who are sitting on a couch in their